All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. Back at it with another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am reviewing Thugs R Us by Trick Daddy. So this joint came out March 20th, 2001, and was recorded from 2000 up to 2001, and this album came out under Slip and Slide Records. So, and also under Atlantic Records as well. So the producers involved were Righteous Funk Boogie, Jim Johnson, Rock, R-O-C, like that's it, just Rock, Black Mob, interesting, J-Rock, no, I guess there's no relation between Rock and J-Rock, and Mr. Charlie, which is very interesting as well. So, let's take a look at it. So the album was platinum. So it sold, remember such a great, I think it sold like around 1 million copies, and it was also number 4 on the Billboard 200 charts, and it was number 2 on the top R&B/hip hop albums charts as well. So safe to say, if we're looking at certifications rather, this is his best album. But in terms of charts, this is probably his second best album, which is very interesting, but that's another story for another day. All right, so let's take a look at the tracks, shall we? So there are, if memory serves me correctly, there are 18 tracks, yes. And okay, this is gonna be weird. So we got 1 skit, 2 skits, yeah, just 2 skits, and then the last track is a snippet. So I'll explain that when we get to that. But either way, so we ain't gonna count that. But either way, I can still rather give you guys my top 5 and not a top 3. All right, so with that out the way, let me give you guys the name of the track. So the first track is called Intro. I mean, yeah, there you go. The second track is the second of 2 singles off this album called, ironically enough, the second track, second of 2 singles, it's called I'm a Thug. Yeah, y'all may remember this song. We'll get more of that later. The third track is called Where You From, the letter U, featuring Trina and Deuce Poppy. Oh, you're gonna hear those 2 names a lot throughout this album. Track number 4 is called Noodle, featuring Trey plus 6. I'm assuming it's Trey 6, but it could be Trey plus 6, whichever one. But yeah, let's move on. Track number 5 is called, here's the first thing off this album, Take It to the House, D-A, duh. Yeah, Take It to the House, featuring Trina and the Slip and Slide Express. Okay, that's new. Oh, actually, ooh, wait. Yeah, that's right, yeah. I thought I missed the skit, but apparently I did not. Track number 6 is called Thump in the Trunk, which is the second skit off this album. Track number 7 is called Can't Fuck with the South, featuring JV, followed by Surviving, without the G, but with the apostrophe, Surviving the Drought, featuring Deuce Poppy. Track number 9 is called Pull Over Remix, so in parentheses, the word remix is in parentheses. That features, the original track is a Trina track. So the remix will also feature Trina, and it also features Deuce Poppy in Case 1, with the K, Case 1. Track number 10 is called Have My Cheese, featuring JV and Money Mark Digla. Yeah, D-I-G-E-L-A. Track number 11 is called Bricks and Marijuana, featuring Case. So I'm assuming this is Case, as in K-A-S-E, but not Case 1. I don't know, that's what I'm guessing. Track number 12 is, I crap you not, track number 12 rather, is called N-Word. No, I'm not saying it's called nigga, no. It's just called N-Word, like that's the actual name of this track. Track number 13 is called 99 Problems, so before it was Jay-Z with his joint, it was actually Trick Daddy. And this joint features Money Mark Diglot again. Now, track number 14 is interesting. Track number 14 is called For All My Ladies. The thing about this track is Trina and some other female, I don't know who it is, but whoever it is sings the hook. They perform the whole song. Trick Daddy did not perform anything of this song. If anything, he just said like a few words at the beginning, but then after that, Trina and some other chick performs this song. And on Wikipedia, they were not credited for it, so that's very interesting. Track number 15 is called The Hotness, followed by Somebody Shoulda Told Ya, and when I mean shoulda, I mean S-H-O-U-L-D-A, and then told ya, Y-A, ya. Track number 17 is called America with a K, featuring Society. Now, track number 18 is called Deuce Poppy Snippet, and in parentheses, Deuce Poppy. So basically, there are 3 songs, 3 snippets of, 3 songs done by Deuce Poppy to try and promote his album. So this happened before. Remember searching correctly. I think I reviewed that what is it? The Fubu album, and the last track was a snippet LL Cool J's album, which remember searching correctly, called The GOAT, Greatest of All Time. I believe that's what it's called. So yeah, they went with that route here. So let's look at the two singles. So the first single is called Take It to the House. I say it like that because that's how it's sang in this song. And I remember the song after this. So this joint came out February 6, 2001. And it features verses by Slip and Slide representatives. So we talking Snug, S-N-U-G, Money Mark, JV, Trina, and Company. And they all went under the alias as the Slip and Slide Express. Well, I with the exception of Trina, they just put her name on there, obviously. The single also contains samples from James Brown's single, The Boss, and heavily sampled Boogie Shoes by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Excuse me, dang, I'm messing up here. The song was featured in the films Moses Jones, I remember that, The Real Cancun, and Are We Done Yet? I think I've seen that. I'm not sure about that one, but let's move on. It was 50th on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart, 23rd on the US Billboard Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, and 20th on the US Billboard Hot Rap Singles. So yeah, and there's a music video for this as well. The second single off of this album is called I'm a Thug. And not a lot of info on this one, but this one do have a music video. And if memory serves me correctly, that single came out May 24th, 2001. And it was 17th on the Billboard Hot 100, 8th on the US Top R&B, Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks. And it was 16th on the Hot Rap Songs charts. So there you go with that. Only two singles off of that album. All right, so I'm about to give you guys my best tracks from worst to first. So I'm not going to count Deuce Poppy snippet because that's like 3 songs with 3 snippets of 3 songs in one track basically. And I can't tell you how each of those tracks sound though. The first track is just straight. Same with the third track, but the second track is pretty cool. Let's move on. Nuno is the worst song off this album. The tempo is straight, the melody is cool, the bass, kick, snare was straight. Overall, the track is just straight. That's it. Take It to the House is next. Tempo is cool, sample is straight, same with the bass because it needs more of it. The kick is cool, the snare is straight. Overall, the track is just straight. Next up is Can't Fuck With the South. Tempo is cool, same with the melody, but the bass is straight as it needs more of it. Kick is straight, same with the snare. Overall, the track is just straight. Next up is Pull Over Remix. And the tempo is cool, melody is straight, the bass is cool but needs a lot more of it. The kick is cool, the snare is straight. And if you listen to Trina's verse, she basically reused her lines from the original Pullover. And this track should have been on one of her albums, to be honest, because this is a Trina track in my opinion. Overall, the track is cool nevertheless. Next up is Have My Cheese. Beat pattern is cool, tempo is cool, melody is cool, bass is straight, kick is cool, same with the snare. Overall, the track is cool, and I don't know who it is on this track, but somebody on this track sounds like Manny Fresh. I had like, obviously it's either JV or Money Mark Diggler. One of them two sound like Manny Fresh. I crap you not. Next up, The Hotness. The tempo is straight, but a bit too slow for me. Melody is cool, bass is straight, but needs more and could be better. Kick is cool, snare is straight, and it sounds like a late 90s LL Cool J beat. But overall, the track is cool. Next up is For All My Ladies. The tempo is cool, same with the melody. The bass is straight, kick is cool, snare is cool. Overall, the track is cool. So yeah, there you go with that. Next up is America. The tempo is cool for this type of beat anyway. The melody is cool, same with the bass and the kick. The snare is just straight though, but despite that, the track is still cool nevertheless. And 99 Problems is next. Tempo is cool, same with the melody and the bass and the kick and the snare. Overall, the track is just pretty cool. And then we got Somebody Should Have Told You. The tempo is cool, melody is cool, bass is cool. The kick is straight as it's a bit too weak. The snare is cool and it sounds like a No Limit track. I crap you not. And that's the 6th best track off this album. The 5th best track off this album is Where You From. The tempo is cool but should have been faster. The melody is cool. The bass is straight but should have been more of it. The kick is excellent and the snare is really cool. So the drums really made this beat. Overall, the track is really cool. I'm a Thug. This joint got that goofy hook because they got kids singing it, so it sounds a bit goofy. But despite that, the tempo is cool, same with the melody and the bass. The kick is really cool, the snare is really cool, overall the track is really cool, solely because of the drum. Third best track off this album, N-Word. The tempo is cool, beat pattern is cool, the drum pattern is cool, the melody is cool, same with the bass and the kick. The snare is really cool. It almost sounds like a mid-90s Jay-Z beat. You could say it also sounds like a late 90s Timbaland beat as well. Overall, the track is really cool nevertheless. Second best track off this album, Bricks and Marijuana. The tempo is cool, the beat pattern is really cool, same with the drum pattern. The melody is cool, same with the bass and the kick. The snare is really cool. Overall, the track is really cool. The number one track off this album is Surviving the Drought. The tempo is cool. Let me try my best to describe the melody. So the melody is really cool, but here's the thing. It's like if you were to listen to the whole bar, if you were to listen to a bar off of this song, the first half of the bar, which is a line, the two lines equals a bar. The first half of the bar, again, the first half of the bar, the melody within the first half of the bar, rather, sounds really dope. It sounds really dope. The second half of the bar, the melody for the second half of the bar sounds okay. They should have took that off and repeat the first portion of the bar when it comes to the melody. If they would have done that throughout the whole track, it would be really dope. It would be excellent. But I have to say, just really cool, which ain't bad, but could have been better. So there's potential here. The bass is cool. Same with the snare. Same with the kick, excuse me. The snare is just really cool though. It sounds like a mid to late 90s Jay-Z track, which is pretty interesting. Overall, the track is really cool. Alright, so there you have it. Surviving the Drought, the number one best track off this album, followed by Bricks and Marijuana, and then N-Word. Like crap, not that's the actual name of the song. Alright, let me give you guys some professional ratings. All Music gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Hip Hop DX gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Rap Reviews gave it a 6 out of 10. Rolling Stones gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So what do I think about this album? Well, there's some decent tracks on here. I would have to give it, I'm gonna give it a 3.25 out of 5 stars. I recommend that you stream it for free. So I got the link, more than likely. I will have the link in the description box below for you guys to listen to it for yourselves for free. So there you go with that. 3.25 out of 5 stars. I recommend you just stream it for free. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.